enacted was in 1955, and the circumstance at that time was that there was scarcity in agricultural production. But right now, if you see, sir, the agricultural scenario has changed, the circumstances are different, and now we have an integrated market with surplus production. But the only problem we are still facing is that the farmer is not being able to benefit from whatever situation is today. And much of it has been implied due to the act that was there earlier, which restricted on the agricultural investments that have been coming into this sector, sir. And now the intention is to improve the investment scenario so that the farmers have a choice in who to trade with and further benefit from this trading, sir. And I would like to, before I support this bill, I have some concerns that I would like to put in forward to the central government, sir. One of them, which many of them have also mentioned, is the extraordinary circumstances. And there is a reason that this has to be properly defined, sir. And I would like to do it with an example also. Recently, we had a locust attack in Gujarat, Punjab, Rajasthan. And during this time, if you look at that attack, it doesn't come under war, famine, flood, or any other natural calamity. So how does these kind of situations be addressed through this bill is something the central government should answer, sir. And also there is an issue about cooperative federalism. Agriculture is supposed to be on the state list, and this is something which is related to agriculture. And let us say there is a scarcity of cereals in Andhra. Sir, 1 minute, I'll finish. Let us say there is a scarcity of cereals in Andhra Pradesh and not in Punjab. Then how will they discuss this scenario with the states and ensure that they also have the right in deciding the price of the of whatever the regulation of the food stocks also, sir. And hoarders and firms, these are because of the nature of their process. It has to be defined in the original act, which is not there. So there is an opportunity to at least define the terms hoarders and firms in this act, which has not been done, sir. And also, like all of them have been mentioning regarding how the private players can take this as an advantage. Though it is not an intention, because of the loophole, there can be a misuse of this law so that the rich players can do a lot of hoarding, sir. So the central government should ensure that that situation doesn't arise. And also the FCI has a good mechanism of maintaining stock management system. It is a computerized system. But how will they ensure this is also present in the private players? How will they know how much stock is there with each company or each player, sir, present in this? That needs to be clarified. And other than this, sir,